I got glaucoma. I'm good. This is a quick little double jab special report from the swamp. The Kambosos versus Haney fight. It finally moves the division. Because this division has been moved. You got Ryan Garcia, Tank, and Haney. And they're just sitting around going, who do I fight first? Haney looked very skillful in the sense that he used his jab. He learned when to step back, but he still has holes in he's chinks in the armor. And I think he can fix a lot of those things with just hard work, because what it is he's throwing that he's jab, cross, hook. It's like that's his only thing for a while. I mean, you see that against Linares or Jojo Diaz. It's jab straight to the body, hook up to the head, and that's his big combo. And what he does a lot of the time is he leaves himself open, which I'm surprised Kambosos didn't take a Maidana versus Mayweather effect where I'm fucking gonna push you, and so it makes you go into those ropes, and then I'm gonna throw. And that's where I was surprised in the fight that Kambosos looked scared almost, in a sense, where I thought he was gonna come in and just beat the shit out of him. I mean, I was so surprised halfway through that fight going, where is the Kambosos versus Teofimo? Because when you see the Teofimo and Kambosos fight, Teofimo throws, Kambosos throws 4. Like, it's boom, 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 boom. It's quick combos. It almost looked like Kambosos was afraid, because what I like to say is you got to throw that jab, and that's exactly what Haney is doing. He's jab, he's measuring, he's staying back, he's doing like a sniper type thing that a lot of boxers aren't using, and that's what made Floyd so good. Is he would stay back, and you move forward, I'm moving back. Like, it's like Bruce Lee said, move it with your opponent like water. Like, he moves with you, you move. He moves to you, you move back. He moves away, you move to him. It's like water, and that's why Floyd and Haney they look so good, but Floyd's defense was so much better. It's like his Philly shell was impenetrable almost, because he could just almost tuck his neck in like a turtle, and that's what was so good about Floyd. And Haney needs to get his chin down a little bit more, and I think he'll be an insane boxer. But it's so hard with that division, and now that he beat Kambosos, he's going to have to do a rematch because it was in the contract. So we'll see that rematch in August. But I think what we see after the rematch is, if Kambosos wins, I hope they do a third one just so they can settle it. But if Haney wins, Kambosos fights Teofimo. This is what Ryan Garcia actually retweeted last night. It said if Garcia gets by Fortuna as expected, let us see Haney x Loma, Tank x Garcia, which I think would be insane, because Haney and Loma is like a perfect matchup to see who's got more skill, because Loma has that perfect footwork and he's just a technician, where he's gonna come up, hit you, slide under, come with the hook, and then he's gonna slide to the right. He's gonna slide right by you and then hit you with the cross, and you didn't even see that coming. And then you have Haney, who's actually a pretty good defensive technician, who he's gonna take those, just jab you out, and he's just gonna stay right in front of Loma. And I think what that fight will be, it will be almost like two boxing technicians tangoing through the universe, because that's gonna be art. When we see a fight like Loma and Haney, it's gonna be an artful match. And then Tank and Garcia, oh, I want to see this, just because these two be yapping at each other like no other. They yap louder than 2 chihuahuas in the back of a San Antonio fucking house, baby. Come on. So Ryan was saying, at Gervonta, you watching this stuff? When we fight, don't let it be like this. Tank said, shut the fuck up. And this is what Ryan had to say. Oh yeah, you say shut the fuck up, but you were screaming, I'm next. You should want this fight. Don't trip. Don't trip. Your disrespect will be addressed. Promise you that, bitch. Woo, daddy. Woo. Let me say it again. Woo, daddy. Holy fuck, baby. I want this fight now. But Ryan fights Javier Fortuna July 16th. And Fortuna's, it's not like he's fighting a shit fighter. I mean, the dude's like 35-3 or something. He's a good fighter. So I think it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be like same thing as him fighting like Cold Hand Luke or something like that. But he knocks him out, and hopefully we get Tank versus Ryan, which would be a freaking, that would just be a good fight. Like just a match, like just a boxing fight. Like just I don't even know how to explain it. It will just be, I think it will just be like one of those fights there. It's just a rivalry there, and they are just mad at each other. And they got them Twitter fingers firing, so I want to see them fucking hands firing. Unless Kambosos changes his, I guess his his strategy towards Haney, and he gets more aggressive towards him. But I think, yeah, Haney beats Kambosos again in the rematch. Haney fights Loma. That's going to be a beautiful fight. But I think we are leaving out Tiafimo in this, because I think what happens is we get a Kambosos versus Tiafimo rematch after Kambosos loses to Haney on the second rematch. On that rematch, then we see whoever comes out of that faces the losers of Haney and Garcia, the losers of like Haney and Loma and Tank and Garcia. I think that's what we see, because that division is insanely stacked. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, or Conor McGregor's gonna come beat your dick off. Be safe. Love y'all.